We are still here on our last day in North Dakota, and we got this awesome spot. I'm looking for a place to put this trail camera. I was sitting way up on that hill last night, and I saw a big deer down in this slough down here. And these deer love where the sloughs meet the beans. They love it. They love it even more when they can work a saddle down low right here. So this is perfect. And I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because he, in all likelihood, could be bedded in this slough, probably the one farther or the one over the hill down this way. But I'm trying to get this video camera set up somewhere. You can see we got a Spartan right here. We're getting it on camera. I want to get this video camera set up so that we can figure out really where he's working or where he's bedding me. Perfect. Gonna get these deer working this tree row and hopefully working this little saddle over to the big tine from this lake right here. So it's perfect. Money in the bank. Another little set of eyes, set of intel for this spot. I like it. Little secret that's not such a secret. Dean and I killed our first ever North Dakota deer out of this tree right here. As you can see, it's now dead, but mine came from that back slough system right down the draw where I just hung that camera, and I shot him right there, and he ran back and died probably right behind where the camera is. Dean's came from the other bank, up and over, right in front of him. Ran that way, and he watched them fall on the beans. It was pretty incredible. Perfect aim. Like being at the carnival and watching the duck rise to the top, and then you get a teddy bear for your chick. We're trying to shimmy together a last minute spot or two to hang a camera, and I think we just found one. Alright, well, we're gonna North Dakota test out the last stand. With the drought being the way it is, a lot of the edges and stuff where the beans are burnt up, look at it, it's all bare dirt. And we've had a drought, and there's a 100% chance of rain tomorrow, so it was just chance that it timed up this way. But we have a little brassica seed, and it's got a solid 30 to 40 days it will have at least to grow. So this dirt's pretty flat, but we're just gonna try to broadcast it on here next to a tree that we plan on hanging a stand in, and we're just gonna see what happens. It's a test run, but it's a perfect setup. Bare dirt, and we got 100% chance of rain coming, so it'll get wet. Just a matter of how well the seed takes, and we'll see how it grows for a month. I'm literally hand tossing it because obviously we don't have a broadcaster. One spot that we've had a trail camera in the past has been the saddle down here, just on the other side of the bigger trees down there. It used to be probably like 7 to 10 acres of corn, and this year it's beans, and the beans look pretty rough. They're pretty dried up, to be honest. So I don't know. I like it down there because of the water, and because wherever there's standing water right now, it seems like you got to be there. The deer are going to hold tight to the water. They have to have it. So beans, water, cover, it makes sense. I think we'll probably explore it when we come back. We've got two trail cameras not far from here, due north, and another one that's down probably about 3/4 of a mile from me right now, that if they're working that lower edge by the water, they should end up running into it, especially once deer start hitting it. Deer typically attract deer, so
I would think that that would be the camera that we have over there on the big tine would be a pretty big factor once the deer start finding it and everything. So it's kind of a Hail Mary spot down there. If we need it, we'll use it. There's not as much cover down there as there normally is, so that's kind of what I came up here, crept up here to see. But nonetheless, this is North Dakota on our last day here.
So North Dakota is a state where you can hunt non-posted land. Well, they just legislated electronically posted land, and onX is the first place to incorporate this into their app. They just launched a feature to show electronically posted land. If you go to your map layers under North Dakota and you go down to library layers, you can hit the electronically land posted button and it'll all show up in red on your onX maps. We're out in North Dakota right now scouting for our hunt in a couple weeks here, and we've already used this feature. You scout out areas on the map and you can literally see which landowners have their land electronically posted. You can cross those off the list. You don't have to go check them out. If they're not electronically posted, you still need to go to those properties because they could be marked with posted signs. There's two ways to post your land now in North Dakota, electronically and via posted signs on the actual property. But this is an awesome new feature to be able to show which lands are electronically posted. Being from out of state here in North Dakota, it just allows us to be a lot more efficient scouting. We do a lot of scouting on the onX maps, and if we see a good area and it's electronically posted, we know we don't even have to drive 5, 6, 10 miles to go to that spot and check it out. So it allows us to be a lot more efficient when we're doing our scouting here in North Dakota. Let's roll it. All right, this is the third night. Last night for our scouting trip, we got our lucky charm with us. We don't see anything unless this kid's with us. We're going to split up, go in 2 different spots, new spots. Got to see some new scenery. The wind's died down. The bugs are going to be heavy. Love it. Going to be getting eaten alive. But we got a front coming in tonight. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. It's the first time we've had rain in like a month and a half. So yeah, the deer might be up and rolling. Should be a good night to sit back, enjoy the sunset, watch a few pelicans fly over, and maybe see a little bone. Hopefully. You got any words of wisdom?
You gotta have something.
Gotta think of something.
No, you don't. Just say what's on your mind.
Did you just park over here?
Yeah, man, back in there.
Well,
Back there. There's another hill. You go on and see all that back field back there. Going this way, but you're away from everything else too. There goes Charlie. You know where that's at?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I do.
very checked out.
Well, I mean, we gotta change our plan.
Yeah, I was trying to wait to see if
Then move.
it.
This does throw a little wrench.
You just wanna, I don't think you want to go back to the bends, do you?
I mean, you can. The wind's good for there.
The side you guys have been going on.
Really, anywhere. Either side is gonna be good.
Anywhere.
Oh,
Not where we just were.
no.
Right.
But you still might be fine right there. Going all to the right.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
This makes no sense. I'm just trying to, because we'll probably get to another spot and then it'll be going southeast.
Well, so we had to switch up our plan. We were going to a completely different property, like 6 miles away, and the wind is doing completely opposite of what the weatherman says. But that happens sometimes. So we're back where Dean and Kane were scouting the first night. We're actually tag teaming it. Dean's like probably a mile that way, right?
Yeah, a mile.
And we're on this side, and we're just going to overlook this alfalfa. See if we see anything coming out of the kern.
Last night's scouting here. The wind is doing a completely different thing than it's supposed to be doing. We've been talking about the drought. Well, the rain is coming. It's supposed to be here in like 25 minutes actually, so I might get soaked. clouds are just covering up the sun, and it's coming. Had a couple deer pop out early, and I haven't seen anything since, but you can feel the chill blowing in this air. The wind's picking up, the front's coming in. If we don't see anything else here, we'll be back in 12 days to kick off the season. I did have a nice 8-point come out. Looked like an 8. Came out for only a couple minutes, and then he went back in the slough. He was just kind of browsing around. But I caught him at the perfect time because he wasn't out very long.
A new bow hunter is about to be born in the coming weeks. A new bow hunter. Well, a new bow hunter was already born. But once you get your first blood, that's like, you gotta take a bite out of the heart. You do?
I did.
Are you gonna do it?
Probably.
That's the old. Your first kill, you gotta take a bite out of the heart, right out of the gut bag. Just crush it. Yeah. It was a beautiful night out here. It cooled down quite a bit, but we gotta pack up the truck. It looks like we're gonna have a rainy ride out of here. Get a couple hours of shut eye, and then we'll head back southeast in the morning. 10 sleeps or 11 sleeps away from being back up here. Hell yeah. I got a good feeling about it. I got a real good feeling.